What's up, guys? Welcome to another video. Happy to have you on here. So today we're going to be looking at an amazing innovation happening right now around the world, and I think you should definitely know about this. So today we're going to be discovering solar panels that work in the night, that work in the dark and don't require sunlight to be powered. I know off the top of the head you're thinking like, how is that even possible? How do we have solar panels that work without the sun? It's really into the name, solar panels. Solar referring to the sun. So how can we have solar panels that work and generate electricity without the sun? Well, today in this video, I'm going to explain to you what it is and how it works. So straight away, this is already an amazing innovation. And I think you can already imagine all of the utility for such a thing. We are trying to move towards renewable energy, clean energy, and solar panels definitely play a very important role in that mission. So this is going to really help a lot if you have a solar panel that can generate electricity, not just in the daytime when the sun is high, but equally at night. So when you're sleeping, it's still working and generating you electricity. So let's definitely check this out and see a little bit what it's all about. So I was able to find a couple of articles which talk about this. Let's kind of explore them and what they do. So the first article comes from the World Economic Forum, which is already a huge platform. So if you see such a technology being mentioned on such a platform, it already tells you that it's legitimate. It's not some funny scheme that is happening around, but it's actually a technology that is already implemented and recognized to be working. So this, as you can see, this article is dated from since 2022, May 11th. And so it's a technology that has been existing for a while now. I guess they were perfecting it so that it should work really well. So in this article, it talks about the solar panels. These solar panels can work at night or get their power from rain. So this technology was already being developed since 2022, and right now it is already hitting the markets. So here it talks about the solar panels which are able to generate electricity even in the night and equally from the rain. It gives us a little illustration of how that works. So in the night, basically, it generates the electricity through radiation. When the sun hits the earth, it warms the surface of the earth, and then at night, all of that heat that has been accumulated in the ground starts leaving the ground through radiation. And so this technology is possible through new cells called the name, let me try to find the name. I think the name was thermo. Okay, thermo. No, this is not thermoelectric. No, that's not what I'm looking for. Let's try to go to another article. It has a specific name. Let me try to find that. And so these cells are called thermoradiative cells. Thermoradiative cells. Let me try to find the name. Thermoradiative cells. And so these are special cells which are able to generate electricity from radiations emitted from the earth. So here you have a little diagram that kind of explains this a little bit. So here you can see in the daytime the solar panels use the sun's energy to generate electricity, and in nighttime it instead uses the radiation to generate the electricity, the energy that's leaving from the earth. That's what it uses to generate electricity. So this is an amazing innovation that is really going to do a lot of things out there. So just to give you a little more of context of how it works. So this idea of solar panels that work in the dark is really nothing new. It may sound like science fiction, but it's based on real and emerging technologies. So these panels don't work the same way like traditional panels do, but instead they harvest ambient and residual light, or they use a principle called radiative cooling or thermoradiative energy conversion. And so the traditional versus these night working panels, the traditional panels, as you know, they use sunlight photons to generate electricity via photovoltaic effects. No sunlight, no power. But with these night solar panels, however, they use these thermoradiative cells at night to capture the radiations that are emitted by the earth back into space, and this radiation can be now harnessed using these thermoradiative cells in an inverse process to generate electricity. So you now have basically a hybrid between these panels which are hitting the market, where these solar panels now combine both of those worlds. They combine the the photovoltaic cells, which are able to generate electricity from the sun, and equally the thermoradiative cells, which are able to generate electricity from radiations. It combines both of them to be able to work both in the daytime and in the nighttime. So these are just emerging technologies which are just being discovered and just being perfected. And so they are now giving us actually the possibility to be able to generate electricity round the clock. So I was able to explore a couple of articles which talk about this, So here's a video which mentions that a little bit. So, I think this one is about the robots cleaning the panels. So yeah, this is something else. And so yeah, I was able to find a couple of articles which mention that, and how they work. You can definitely check them out. Solar power ignites. So you can read through the article and you'll be able to see a little bit how it works. So basically, nighttime solar energy is not longer a fiction, but rather it's already becoming very, very real. So you can check out this couple of articles and see how these solar panels work and how they are powered both in the day and in the nighttime. So let's now talk about how this is going to be applied, or how this is going to be used across the world, or why this is really an innovative technology and how powerful it's going to be. So in a lot of places, it's difficult to generate electricity, especially across Africa. There are a lot of places which still don't have electricity really constant or really even present at all there. So if you have such panels which are able to work not only in the daytime but equally at night, it will be of huge help to these areas and this region. So they'll be able to have electricity even without a complicated infrastructure, and they'll be able to basically have access to all of these resources that electricity permits us to get. So this is a really interesting technology. I can already see how it's going to be useful to millions of people basically across the world, So a lot of people are still don't have access to reliable electricity supply. So this is going to be very, very much useful onto them. So I really appreciate this innovation. I think it's really going to do a lot of things if it's able to go far. Another important part of this is for it to become affordable. Even if it's a great technology, it is not accessible to the masses. If it is not accessible to the poorest communities, then it's not going to be of great use, because those who already have resources are in places where electricity isn't that much of a big deal. So this technology is really going to be much more useful into those places where electricity is kind of difficult to have access to. So definitely this is an innovation you should definitely keep your eye out for, and if it's something you might use, then definitely check it out. So solar panels that generate power at night exist now. Definitely check it out and see how it works. So one last thing I want to do is maybe check out Alibaba to see if they are already on sale or if they are not yet on the market. So let's go ahead and check that out. So let's go now to Alibaba and see if they are on sale or not. So I'm just gonna come here and I'll type solar panels which work in the night. So let's just do that little research and see if it exists or is something that is still to hit the markets internationally at least. So yeah. So looking at different listings, solar panel with night vision, so foldable panels. Sell day night use. Well, I can't really see anything that is listed as working both in the day and in the night. So yeah, so it seems they have not yet become widespread or... Okay, so I think I see something over here. Wholesale day and night solar panel. So let's see that. Wholesale day and night solar panel. Bigger rechargeable USB. Alright, I'm not sure. It's difficult to tell. So I think we'll just do a Google search to kind of figure out if there's something like that. Are there solar panels with thermoelectric cells on sale? Okay, I can see some results are gotten. Thermo-radiative photovoltaic cells, possibility of a lights. Solar panels with thermo-radiative cells that can generate energy at night time by emitting infrared energy. This system will also work during the daytime. Okay, so let's go ahead and check it out. Brands. 11 solar panel brands. Okay, so let's check out what we have here. Thermo photovoltaic cells and solar. So, okay, so I think this is just an article. No. Yeah, so let's look for that. So, as you can see, despite a lot of research, I'm not able to find any major brand building what it's called this thermo. It's actually called thermo photovoltaic solar panels, but none of them. There's not really a lot of, well, I'm not receiving a lot of listings with those titles. So I'm guessing this technology hasn't yet quite hit the market just yet, or maybe I have to do a little more research to kind of locate this technology. But it's an amazing technology, and I'm sure when it gets fully developed, then it's going to be everywhere. But as you can see, it's not being listed from Alibaba, or maybe they're very small companies still working on this and delivering products. I don't know. So yeah, but as you can see, this is an amazing technology that is really going to revolutionize the solar panel and really the renewable energy industry. So I look forward to this technology, and I hope it hits the market very soon. So there you have it, guys. Solar panels that generate power at night are already becoming a reality. So brace yourself for that, and I'm sure everybody can make use of this technology. So there you have it. I hope you enjoyed the video. Catch you on the next one.